Still trying to sort the room out, the beer room, but done nothing today. So, but it's been glorious, hasn't it? The weather's been great. I've been chilling out in the sun. I'd never barbecue. 2 barbecues in 2 days. Lovely. Get some nice steaks on the barbie. So, without further ado, let's aim that camera angle down. So we've got the Imperial mild here. I've now added the pumpkin spiced syrup. So I'm going to check the ABV. And I presume that the pumpkin spice actually will bump it up a little bit. So. Beautiful smell coming from it though. Oh, bloody hell, it smells immense. Now it's actually 10:30. It started off at 10:90 or something along them lines. So I am going to leave it possibly a few more days. I'm too busy for the next few days, so it may ferment out a bit more. The sugar content though may well have gone up. I really ought to have waited and took a reading before I put the syrup in, so a little bit of a mistake on my part there. So give this a good wipe. We'll clean. On to the next one on the list. This is the, put that camera down, it won't bugger me. It's awkward, isn't it? So this is the Imperial Ginger Barley Wine. This again was around the 10:90. I'm sure it was something along them lines. The only thing I've got to do is look back on the brewing video and then I'll find out. So we'll chuck it in again. Now I've not played around with this kit, so it's looked like it's stopped at about 10:20. So that's pretty good. Bear in mind how high it was. It's not gone to the 10:10 yet. Will it go to the 10:10? I'm not so sure. So I added, was it an extra kilo to this? Or was it 2? I think it was 1 kilo. So, yeah, happy with how that's fermenting. So third on the list is the state of this. So it's been a bit lively. Anyway, you can't see it. Oh, bugger. There we go. You can see it now. So this is the cream stout, and as you can see, it is lively. It's bubbled some out over and over. So it's a lively little fella. Went in yesterday, and it's going to be interesting with the lid. I may well go outside and tip the chuffing lid, because I've just washed the floor in here and I don't want any more over my floor. I spilt a bit of beer last night. Thank God I didn't break the glass. I'd have been well peed. Right, there we go. Right, let me just go and get rid of that bit of beer outside, because to be fair, like I say, I do not. So, plants outside have had a bit of beer. That was a good one. Feel free to share. So, this was about 1082 yesterday. We'll swirl it around so I can actually see where it goes and drop that in. And yeah, in one day, it's gone down to about 1055 in one day. So that's, and with the heat, I'm not surprised, to be fair. With the heat, let me just balance that on there. Now the warmth's around, and put the camera back up again because I can't keep bending down to that height. Now the warmth's here, I do envisage that these brews will be finished over the next few days, which is great. Not great for me because I've got a shed load of washing to do. So the first one I'm going to bottle up is the pumpkin spice mild. Bottle it, and over time let it. Obviously, I've been rattling the hell out of these, primarily because they wasn't really doing a deal. You know, because of the temperature. The temperature in the beer room was not good. Should I have a belt to keep the temperature constant and that? Yeah, probably should. But you know, we'll go with what we go with. You know, if you've got a brewing, you brew wherever you brew. And the purists in the world will curse me out and say this and that. Do I care? No, never do. So yeah, floor's still a bit sticky. And well, this is the Vimto now, and to be fair, this is the Vimto's day. It's getting sorted. I'm not waiting any flipping longer. Whoa, that rocket juice, that is. I'll take an ABV reading. I have not done the ABV reading at the start. Well, that's interesting. It's just on where the red is now. It was way up where the blue was. So I would say it's around about 1040, but not knowing the original ABV, it's certainly as fermented. So I've got that conundrum now. Do I leave it a few days and just let it, yeah, just let it sort itself out a bit longer in this heat and see if any more it brews a bit more. It certainly has moved. And I've put that all down to the temperatures of the last 3 days. You know, the temperatures have been good. The beer room is a good temperature. So that's really interesting from my point of view, at least. Yeah. So, from my point of view, then, brewing's going good. I can't tell you anything about the pint. There's nothing pissing out the bottom of it, so that's a good thing. I haven't messed about with the pinter. I'm leaving that strategically as it is. I will be doing, once I've got my pinter glass, I may well ditch the subscription, especially if I'm not happy with how they are. And I will be doing a pinter update in a few days' time to once I get notification, just so people understand that, you know, if they're not playing ball, then I'm afraid I'm going to call them out on it. And I don't like to do that, but you know, they're a big company, they're making a lot of money, and you can't be messing about with people. You can't say you're getting this one moment and then not the next. And yeah, it's naughty, and I don't like naughtiness. Bit of raised voices in the background. Right, well, floor's still sticky in here. I need to give it another mop, I think. That's it for the homebrew updates. So, going along, the Imperial mild, the Imperial pumpkin spice mild, has gone nicely. It's not as clear as it needs to be. I do think that's all going to come. That's bubbling away like a swine. That is that St. Peter's. They're all bubbling away at varying bits. I think I'm just going to have to hold off. I think I'm going to have to just bite my tongue a bit longer while this warm weather keeps on. Because if they're bubbling away and fermenting, who am I to stop it? Looking forward to all kits. I think it's going to be, I'm going to have a hell of a lot of bottles. Good thing I've got a shed load of bottles and a shed load of room for bottles. I've got a wine stand here. 2 wine stands that can hold 54 bottles. So that takes care of two out of the 4 brews. The Vimto brew, to be fair, it's only 12 litres, so 6 2-litre bottles. Job's a good one. One's 20 litres, one's 23, and I think the other one's 24. So once I get these out of the way, then the next round of brewing starts, probably not this week, but a week on Saturday. I'm going to go to supermarkets. I've already earmarked potential brews, banana juice wine. God knows what it'll turn out like. But I've seen it. It sounds crazy. 4 bags of sugar, 4 juice, yeast. Yeah, looking forward to that. I've seen it at Morrison's and I thought, I'm going for that. There's an apple and raspberry, apple and mango, and I don't want to tread over the same ground if I can. I do want to do a cherry one again, but I want to do cherry and red grape this time. So 3 cartons of cherry, no, not red grape, white grape. 3 cartons of white grape, and do that. Try and do 6 cartons of each, 6 bags of sugar and yeast. For me, that's the cheapest way. I know Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews, he did 20 cartons of blueberry, and it depends how much you can afford at the end of the day. I try and do it cheap so that people on a budget can follow me. If you've got more money, then you're going to spend more money doing it. It's as simple as that. It's all mathematics, isn't it? Right, everyone. We've got to run. It's been a nice little update. I'm feeling the beer. And, yeah, I'm going to have one. Something cocktaily, I think. And that's it for this Homebrew update. Cheers all.